Okay, I'm gonna make some homemade tortillas, and it's something I've always wanted to do, is make a homemade tortilla. I thought it would be hard, but it's not. So, according to the reviews, it's not. And I tend to do that. I go grocery shopping and I say, oh, I'm not gonna buy those granola bars, I'll just make them at home, and then I don't get to it. So here's to me getting to trying stuff at home, some DIY. I think I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised, but I don't know. I haven't tried this before. I'm like legit just recording without having tested this. So we can either laugh at me if it comes out awful, or maybe I'm surprised. So I'm using this recipe from the Cafe Sucre Farine. I hope I'm saying that right, that's long. It had a lot of good reviews. Anyway, so we're gonna get started. It says that I'm doing half a recipe because anytime I try a new recipe, I get nervous and I think I'm gonna try half because if it's crap, I don't want to have wasted a bunch of ingredients. So it says 3 cups flour. I used 1.5 cups organic flour. It said a teaspoon of salt and baking powder. I did a half a teaspoon each for half a recipe. And then it said a 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil and a cup warm water. Yeah, I gotta go fill that cup up. Oh wait, it's half cup. Woo-woo. So the olive oil cut in half is 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons. I'll write all that out for you. I put the dough hook on my KitchenAid mixer. Love this thing. I'm not an affiliate. I'm just saying like, woo-woo, I love it. So that's my second woo for the day. I'm not a woo girl. All right, on to the recipe. My only complaint about her recipe is that she doesn't specify how warm the water. Do you want lukewarm? Do you want 90-degree warm? 100? You know, she should put these things down, like be specific, especially when a recipe says butter and then there's salt later and you're thinking, okay, do I use salted butter? Well, no, I should probably use unsalted because it sounds like it's gonna be too salty. And then you either end up needing the salt from the salted butter or not. Anyway, I could talk all day. I'm just not gonna keep going. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the flour, salt, and baking powder in. I had to use a baking powder that was cut with, I think, potato starch or tapioca starch because I found out I'm allergic to corn. That was hard to do, so that's why I'm making my own tortilla, because a lot of stuff has cornstarch or corn syrup solids or corn anything, corn galore, and my corn allergy's gotten so bad that I really need to avoid it. So it says to dump that in first. And then it says to, if you don't have a hand mix or a stand mixer, there's a hand by hand option. And then it just says to start it, mix all the dry ingredients until combined. Okay, so then with the mixer running at medium speed, after about a minute when mixture comes together, add oil and water. This is great. This is what it looks like for me to do recipes. Alright, let's make these in. I'm just gonna guess while it's running I should do this. Always make sure your liquids are at eye level. Okay, good. You really don't want to mess this up. I really genuinely want to do good. So nervous. I'm the type of person, you guys, I follow a recipe, exact ingredients, exact instructions. It just doesn't come out good. Like rarely. And then, I mean, following blogger recipes is a challenge. You're like, am I doing this right? The whole time. So maybe she has a video for this on her own. Well, that's fine. I'm reviewing it. I shall let you know if it is success or not. Okay, so moving on with this tortilla recipe. The dough should pull away from the dough hook, and it has rested for 30 to 45 minutes. This is my half recipe again. All right. I don't know how much to take. I wish there was a weight on here. If we could get on a cooking scale to say divide, you know, several ounces of dough. That would be really great. It says to work on a lightly floured surface with a lightly floured rolling pin. There we go. This probably isn't lightly floured. Go 6 to 7 inches. And I have some markings on here. And we'll see. I have a pan heating over there. All right. let's get rolling. And I'm gonna cook it for a minute on one side, and then it says to flip and do another, I don't know, for 20 to 45 seconds, oh, 15 to 20 seconds. So here's hoping that it comes out awesome and that it tastes great. I really hope so, because you know, you get that delicious flavor from a tortilla factory or a store or a restaurant. I think that looks pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it on over. All right, while that one was starting to cook, I started rolling another piece of dough so that I can just be a little factory over here. Oh boy, all right. There we go. I feel like I have a little too much flour, but it says it should bubble and get lightly golden brown on one side. So it says flip another 15 to 20 seconds. I think I'm gonna go 30 or 40. It looks a little raw still. And there we have it, the cooked tortillas. The tortillas are done. Tortilla. All right, I'm gonna try a little butter here. Well, first I'm gonna try it plain. Let's see how good they are. I'm a white girl making tortillas. I hope this turned out okay. Surprising. That flour, a little salt, could use a little more. Oil and warm water could do this. I think next time I'll use melted butter just for a little more flavor, but all in all, pretty great. I don't know, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, these are the best. I mean, it's my first time making them, so we'll see. I think it'd be good to do a store comparison or like a professional's, if I buy tortillas from a place that does it regularly, and then taste test that way. I'll have a better judge of character, but for homemade, I'll say these are excellent. So if I had to rate it out of 5 stars, which that's what the rating on the blog is, I'd say 4. I mean, I'm not gonna give it a 5, but yeah, falls apart like one, smells like one. I like the idea of you can put it in a Ziploc or this. Anyway, so there's my home morning tortillas, and I need to go make some eggs and some cheese and just make myself a little breakfast taco. Thanks for watching.